So yes, so today Angie cannot come because she had other things to do. Actually, so today we had let me see. I think we had and Kathleen a little bit late today. So let's just start the lecture. Again, I record the lecture and you could watch it and especially for those are late. So I really appreciate you guys come here in time. Okay. So let's talk about the homework, right? I think I sent you. I have checked the email today. I sent you the email. Let me see. I could show you, right? Yeah, in the classroom, I uploaded papers. Okay. Let's see. So if you could check, right, classwork. Guys, can I just wait one moment? I think my son had issue connected his computer. Just wait, okay? 2 minutes, I come back. Hey guys, sorry, I'm back. So I'm kind of firefighter of my house. Anything happen, I'm the one who gonna do the job. Okay. So let's talk about the literature review. Okay. So I downloaded 56 papers. Okay, and then you just click, right, log in your Gmail using your account, and then if you click the folder, right, and then you see all the papers here. Okay, so we had 56 papers. Okay, so anyone have issue to get into the folder? No issue. Great. Yeah. Okay. So and after that, as I mentioned to you, right, and then you could also check the link for the job of the paper, right? If you click here, right, and then you could, right, you could just type in. I think when you type in, and then it will show who is typing what. Okay, understand? Okay, so actually, I said I showed you a lot yesterday, right? When you get the paper, right, and look here, right, for some of this one paper, just try to read the paper and find those sentences that are relevant to the topic. right? For example, what's the COVID-19, right? You know, and then you write the sentence, right? Okay, don't copy the sentence, understand? And at the same time, you also sign the paper, right? Okay, you could sign the paper like this. For example, you could write a sentence, right? And then you could just put, hey, look like this, right? This sentence come from this paper. Just, right? Look like this. Okay, you could put a parenthesis here, right? Just let me know, hey, this sentence actually is signed from this paper. But you, again, you rewrite the sentence, right? Understand? Good. Okay. Each of you have 8 papers. Okay, 8 papers. Hopefully it's not too many to you. Right? And the deadline, I will say, and is next. I think it should be Tuesday, if I remember correctly. Yeah, next Tuesday, by the end of next Tuesday, right? Okay. So for example, you have about 4 days to working on like if you don't want to work on the weekend, you have 4 days, okay? And then 2 papers per day, right? Okay, not too many. Any question on this? Okay, so this is your assignment 2. So for assignment 1 here, I think most of you already sent me. So let me check. Okay, you go to classbook and there's a assignment 1. Assignment 1. Let me see. So there's assignment 1. Let me okay. So assignment 1 is pick the categories you're working on. So most of you already sent me. Okay. I think maybe Sarah, you on a trip, right? I think you still adjust the time zone here. Yeah, maybe you could send me, just send me the which 3 top the top 3 categories you want to work on.
I already submitted it.
Oh, you submitted. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I think I'm missing. So I double check. So today I will, tomorrow I will send you. I will let you know which category you're gonna work on. Again, right? So one student gonna in charge on one category, but you have another teammate to help you, right? To double check your work. Okay. So this is more about assignment. So now let's continue the lecture. Okay. So this is what we have, right, Andy, and last time. Let's see here. Okay. So most of you did great job, right? Again, this is first program for you, especially for Excel. So it might take a while for you to learn, but I'm glad that most of you, right? Actually all of you got the program work right after the class. Okay, now I want to show you. So today I want to show you, right? And maybe you could play around with the how about this, right? Let's play around with program. Okay. So you download the data, right? And then you put the right. Okay. So you have the program like this, right? Okay. Right. And then look. Let me just run the program again. You have to set. You go to the folder, right? Set the folder as working directory, right? Okay. This is something I want you to do every time. So you go to the folder. You save your documents or you save the data. You save the program, and then look, and then let's set as working directory. Otherwise, the program may not be able to find your data. Okay, good. So let's just take a look, right? So look, if you again, right, to show the data, you have to type the names of the data, right? So here, students. Okay, so if you type here, so you get the data, right? Okay, actually there's typo here, the gender. Yeah, there's typo. I forgot to fix the typo. Okay, but anyway, so how can we handle the data, right? The good thing for the data is each column. Look, each column we have one name. Okay, so look here, right? I just write down here. So the good thing for the table is each column, right? Each column we call each column as a variable. Variable means something can be changed, right? Okay. So the first column is name, the second column is gender, and so on, right? Okay. Okay. So to get the name of those variables, you just type in, right, student and then $sign. To get the name, actually you could type in here, right? Look, if you want to see the name of all the variables, you just type names, student, okay? Name student, and then you look, name student. So these are the variables. Again, right, when you do the project, you see this table format is very useful, okay? Right. So this is the name for the variable, okay? Right. And then if you want to see, hey, if you want to see, for example, the first variable is the name, right? The name of student. If you want to see what the name of student, just type in, look, the $sign, look here, right? You put a $sign here, and then you can see all, right, all the variables here, right? Okay. So for example, hey, if you want to see, what's the highest score of math, right? You just type max, and then, right, the math, right? Okay. So this is the students, all the math score, right? Okay. Just put a $sign, and then after that you use max. For example, let me clear the command window, like Control L. So the command window is clean, right? And then just run here. Look, the high score of the math is 98. Understand? Okay, good, very good. So you see here, the good thing for the table is you could find the whole column, the information for one column at one time, pretty easy. Okay. Anyone had issue to get the names and then the maximum math score? Okay. So now let's move on. Let me. So today what I want to show you is how to expand the table, right? In the future, if you want to expand your table, right? So what I want to show you, I want to add one more column. So today I want to show you how to add one more column. Okay. Right. So this add one more column. One more column. Okay. And this column, we name this column as GPA. Okay, so we name this column as GPA. So we name this new column. So this is a new column, okay? So we name this new column as GPA, right? And at the same time, I also want to show you how to generate a function. So this is a function. Because we can generate a function. So we define a function and to calculate, right? Calculate GPA, okay? Understand? Okay. So now let me just show you. Look in the program here. Right? Max, right? This is the function. Max is a function. Understand? So in the function, what you need to do, you just need to, right, provide the input. You just provide the input, and then the function can tell you the output. Understand? This is a call function. And the max is a function that provided by R. It's provided by R. You don't need to define the function. Understand? Okay. So today I would like to show you how to create your own function. Okay. So now here, so this is the way for you to the format again to create the function. So for example, this is the example, right? So look, to create a function, this is the name. So we had a name. So we had a name, right, of the function. So make sure that, right, you don't put any space, right, in the name of the function, right? No space. You could use underscore, no space. Understand? Okay. And then, so to create a function, you always have a function. Okay. This means you create a function. Okay. So we always use function, right? And then to create a function, you also provide the input. So this is the input. So this is the input. Okay. And then look, so to create a function, you also look here. This is this curly parentheses, right? Okay. So this curly parentheses. So all the information here. So this. So everything within the curly parentheses, we call this part is the body of the function. Okay. Okay, let me see. Right. So this is the body. So this is the body of the function. Understand? Okay. So so here in this case, we want to calculate the GPA, right? So what we have is here. Actually, I would like to change the program. Okay, I would like to change the program. I will say the score is equal to the mass, right? And then the physics. Okay, so the max and the physics, and then the chemistry. Okay, so this score, right? This score. Okay, so therefore, I will say I will change the 5 to 1. Okay, in the original program, look, in the original program, look, right? The mass is the mass is 1, the first column, the second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column. Okay, so in the original program, I use 5 here because the fifth column is mass. Okay, the sixth column is physics, and then the 7 columns is chemistry. All right, but now I would like to change it. I will just use 1. This use 2. This use 3. So now look. So the first column here is math. The second column here is physics, and then the last column here is chemistry. Understand? Because this is easier to to understand maybe. Okay. Right. So to calculate, GPA, and this is the score of the math, right? And 4 means what? I don't know. I think did I mention this? The math, we have 4 credits. Okay. The math have 4 credits, so it's times 4, and then so this is second column is for physics, right? For physics, we got 3 credits, right? And the last one is chemistry, and also we have 3 credits. Understand? So therefore, so we times the score with the credit, and after that we divide, right? And the summation with the total credits, right? Understand? Okay. Any question on this? Okay, good. So therefore, look, after you generate the function, after you join the function, okay, you need to check the function. Okay, so look, this how you record the function. So this is the name, right? And then this the input. Okay. So one thing I forgot to mention, okay, one thing I forgot to mention, but very important is, okay, after you calculate GPA, and then you have to provide the output of the function. Okay, so here return. So we always use return, okay, to define function. So this, right, the variable within the parentheses, right, of the return, actually this output. So this is the output of the function. Understand? So every time that you define function, you have to specify, right? You have specified output of function. Okay. Understand? Right. So now, yeah, we could just type in the function, and then we could check the function, right? Okay. So again, this is the name of the function, and then this the input, right? Input. Look here. So input, and we had the math, right, for 90, and then for the physics 85, and then for the chemistry we had 89. Right? Understand? Okay. Good. So typically I would put like, okay, right down here. So typically I will put, so again, this is the total credits, right? This total credits, okay, right? So typically I would say, right, put the function, right, at the beginning of the program, okay, right? So when I run the program, right, and then, right, because we had to define the function before we use the function, right? Understand? So therefore, we typically define the function first at the beginning of the whole program, okay? And then otherwise, right, if you don't define the function, you use the function, and then will be trouble. Okay, good. Okay. Any question? Okay, now let's just tie the function together. Okay. So I would say you define the function at the beginning of the program, right? Okay. So therefore, let's tie the function together, right? I also want to mention here one thing I forgot to mention here. So this one, what's this mean, right? So this, right, we call an kind of a right, a arrow, right, a left arrow, right? Okay, this actually is almost the same as the equal sign. Okay. Okay. So try to make it not that confusing. So we just change all this, right, arrow to equal sign. How about that? Okay. And typically in R, this right, arrow typically is used for function, right, definition, right, or call, right, or calling the function. Okay. Right. So for example, hey, this is a function. Look, right. You want to look here, right? For example, read table is a function, right? So we try to use the function. So we could put the arrow side, right, the left arrow here. Okay. But again, actually I should have updated my note, right? But how about this? We just use equal sign, and I just want to make it like, I don't want to make it a little bit confusing to you, right? Okay, how about that? We just use equal sign. It's the same. Okay, understand? Okay, now let's just type in the program right together. Okay, so as GPA underscore calculation. Right, again, I use equal sign instead of the arrow, right? I use type function, okay? So here's function, okay? Oh. And then after that, I use the curly braces, okay? So this is what I want you to do at the beginning, okay? So type in the name of the function first, right? And then it's this function, right? And then you put the curly braces here, right? And then you don't you build the framework first before you type in the program. Understand? Okay. So now the input of the function here, I just put score. Score is the input. Okay. And then GPA is the output. Is equal, right, to again parentheses over parentheses. Okay. Look, this is how I type program, right? You type the parentheses first and then over the parentheses, right? Okay, understand? Okay, so so in the numerator, we calculate the score 1, right? The math times 4 credits plus, again, you put a space here, right? Score, and 2 is the physics times 3, right? And then the last one is score, right? 3 is the last one, is the chemistry times 3, right? 3 credits, okay? So the total credits equal 4 plus 3 plus 3, okay? And after that, I just type in return by GPA. Understand? So we need to type in GPA because GPA is the output, right? Okay. And then the function show, right? Show us how to calculate GPA. Okay. You don't need to put anything at the end of the program. Okay. For all. Okay. Any question? Okay. Now, again, in the future, after you create your own function, you have to check your function, right? Okay. Now let's just check the function. So now I just type in the name of the function, and I provided like a score by C. Remember, it's a vector, right? It's 90 is the math score, 85 is the physics, 89 is the chemistry, right? Okay. And after that, and then we can run the program. Look. So we select the function, and also, right, and then write the command to calculate the GPA, right? So it should be equal to 88.2, right? Good. Anyone had issue to get the define function and calculate the GPA?
Yeah, I got a different number. I got 92 somehow.
Okay. You get 92. So can I check your program? So do you use, right, the right, it's 90, 85, and 89, right?
Let me check again.
And also check the credits. Okay. So Kathleen,
Hi.
yeah, I think I know your mom told me, and
Yeah.
so I just show the class how to define a function. So look,
Okay.
I could copy this for you. So
Okay.
to define a function, look here, right? So this is the name of the function. So GPA calculation, right? And then this score is the input of function. Okay, and then I choose program. Okay, the first column here is the math. The second column is physics, right? And then the last column is chemistry, all right? Okay, and then you could times the credit. For math, you times 4, physics times 3, and then chemistry times 3, and then divide the total credits here, right? So this is how you calculate GPA. And so here, after we calculate GPA, look, we had to use a return. So this is the output of the function, right? Okay, so we return GPA. So the input of function is score, and then we calculate GPA, and then we calculate the output function, right? Okay, so to to use the function, we just need to provide the input, right? And then the function can help you to calculate GPA, right? Okay. So how about this? I copy this one for you, and then you could make it. Maybe you could log in, right? Open your R, and then you could hopefully you could get the data, and then right. Let me see. I could put this for you. Again, I record the lecture for you, right? About the assignment. Yeah, you could watch, and then at the beginning, right? Okay. How about that? You copy this one in the program, and then after that, hopefully you will get the similar right? Yeah, the similar right? GPA here. So okay, good. So Ricky, do you get a similar result now?
Oh yeah, I fixed it. I accidentally put an asterisk instead of a plus sign.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, good. So good, great, right? Okay. So now, so Cassie, maybe you could right run the program and to see whether it works or not, right? And then in the next step, right? In the next step, I would like, if you are done, right? I would like you to think about check this two, right? Can you try this two commands? Anyone still remember what themes mean?
Dimension.
Very good, dimension. Very good. Thanks, Jason. So Jackson, sorry. So dim is dimension. Very good. So again, in the future, after I provide you the data, right? And then if you want to see how many, for example, in this case, how many students, right? Yeah, in the right in the program, okay. And then you just use dim, right? Look, 10 means what? Means we have 10 rows, right? Okay. We have 10 students, right? And 7 means we have 7 variables, right? Understand? Okay. Understand? Okay, good. So Cassie, do you get the result? Great. Okay. Now I move on. Okay. Now let's just keep working. So now I want to show you. Look, right? Your job is to add one more column here. Okay. So therefore, we have to expand the table. How can we expand the table? Look. So Cassie, I also mentioned, right? Yeah. From now on, look. From now on, we don't use this, right? This arrow, right? For here, look, for example, we just use equal sign, okay? Because actually they're almost the same. Okay, I just want to make it a little bit not that confusing to you guys, right? Okay, right? The result is the same. I will tell you later if you want to know, but in most case scenario they're the same. Okay, so now I want to show you. Look, the command we want to add one column is use the mutate. So mutate is the command to add one more column. Okay, right? And then look, so this is the table. Student is the table. So we want to add one more column to the right hand side, okay, or to the right hand side on the table. Okay, so as I mentioned, right, when you add one more column, you have to define the name of the column, right? Okay, so therefore we have to put a name. Remember, like for each column we have a name. Like for the first column we have is the student's name. Second column is student's gender, right? Okay, so therefore look here. So we add a new column, and then look, GPA, right? GPA is the name, okay? So GPA is the name of the new column. Understand? Okay. Now I want to test you a little bit. Okay, I have a question for you. Anyone still remember what this means? red 0 and 10. I think I mentioned this one in the last lecture, right?
Repeat 0 10 times.
Very good. Thank you, Jason. Right. So again, remember in last lecture, right? Hopefully, right? You still remember. Remember the NA, right? Remember the NA? We had to define a value. Otherwise, you have NA. If the student, if the program right, has NA and then right, it's sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, so try to avoid the MA. All right. So therefore, look here. So this is very important, right? Okay. So I'll write down here. I'll write down here. Every time after you want to create a new matrix, a new vector, or add a new column, right? So you have to initiate the GPA values. Okay. So we put 0, right? We always GPA at the beginning is 0, right? And then 10 means what? We have 10 students, right? 10 row, right? Okay, 10. Okay, 10 values. Understand? Any question on this? And okay. So now I want to show you what is a package. Okay, look. Right. Again, I try at the beginning. I try to slow down. I will speed up a little bit later. Okay, but not today. Look here. Library PLYR. So this is the package. The package for the function mutate. Okay. So, right. So now I just want to show you, hey, how to install a package. Right. Again, the mutate is a very good function. Right. It's very helpful. But however, we don't have to write the mutate function, right? We just finished writing the GPA function. But again, we will try to use the function provided by R. Understand? Okay. So therefore, we're gonna install the package first, right? And then after that, we could use the function, right? Okay. Let's just try. Okay. So now let's go to R. Okay. Let me just show you. Go to R. Right. And then you go to the tools here. Right. Go to tools here. And then see install packages. Okay. Can I find tools, install packages. Okay. And then you click. Right. And then now we could type in right PLYR. Okay. So this is the package you want to install. Okay. And then after that, you're going to click install. Okay. Depends on your computer, also the internet, right? But typically it doesn't take that much time, maybe 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So my internet a little bit slow, right? I'm still installing. Okay. Okay, it's done actually. Anybody have issue to install the package? Kathleen, you have issue?
Yeah, I don't know where my tools is because
You open the R Studio, right?
yeah.
So the tools here. You see it?
Yeah, I don't have that. So my thing ends like below that.
If you're using a Mac, it's like on the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see it?
Okay.
Sorry, I used the. Thank you. I am sorry. So I used the PC. Good. No question, no problem. Okay. So how do you know if it is installed or not? Right. And now I want to show you. Look, if you click packages here, right, and then you click the packages here, you should find via, I think it's algebra via sequence, okay? PLYR here, like PLYR, okay? Understand? See it? Okay, good. Okay, now, so I believe all of you have had the package, right? The toolbox installed. Now let's just type in. Again, typically I put the library in front of all the programs, okay? Because I don't want to forget, right? I had to recall the library before we use it, right? You use the command, so I put the library typically in front of the program, okay? So I just type in library and then PLYR. This means what? Means the R going to going to use the function in that library, okay? Okay. And then now let's just type in the mutate, right? I've type in student, okay? So student, right? It's 10, okay? Again, I use equal sign here, right? And then I type in mutate, right? And then this, so mutate, okay? And then I will type in, let me move this up a little bit, right? And I'll type in student here, right? Student, again, right? Students is the is file, and then we have create a name for the column, and then we're gonna repeat 0 for 10 times, right? Okay, and then to initiate the value for that column, right? Okay, and then to see the new data file, and then you just type the name of the new, like the student is 10, right? Okay. So to run the program, you just select, right? You just select. I think you could select, right? Maybe select all of them because you're going to use the GPA later, right? Okay. So you're going to select the programs here. Okay. And then again, I create a command window, Control L, right? In a map, maybe you use Command or Control L, right? Then you could run. Okay. Okay. So therefore, look here, right? Look. So we have one more column here. It's called GPA. All the values are zeros, right? Okay. Let me slow down. I know it's challenging, right? And anyone have issue? Let me know. I would like to help you. Anyone have issue or you're done? Kathleen.
Sorry, mine says error.
So what maybe you could share your screen on. Let me let you share your screen on. What you type in the program, right? Let me see.
The thing you post in the chat, yeah, and the extended thing.
So have you select the library PLYR because you
Yeah.
had to select it? Okay. Can I share your screen? Students are not fine. Okay, I think there's the typo here. You could select all the commands, right? So go to the file. Can you go to the file? Have you set go to the folder, go to the file, and then go to the folder you select, and then select that as, yes, select as working directory. No, select as working directory. Yes. Do it again. Okay, it works. Okay. And okay, no problem. Any other question? No question?
Oh yeah, I have a question.
Okay, so
Uh,
Sam first. Sorry. So Nick,
sorry.
Ricky, I could go to Rick.
Do we have to set it as working directory every single time we open RStudio?
Yes. Okay. Because no, R is not that smart, honestly. It's very really good, but we had to tell R every time, right? After you close the R studio, you have to tell R again. Okay, the folder you save the program and the data. Okay, good. So sorry, question.
Mine's not showing me like the whole table.
Have you typed the name of the for example the variable? Can you share the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, my kids they play piano and violin. Okay, so maybe typically I asked them to do that before 6:30, but today they are a little bit slow down. So okay,
Yeah, so it just says that it just calculates the GPA.
yeah.
And
You put this actually in the front of the program, but I think it should be fine. Let me see. Can you so student mutate? Okay. So Sarah, you had to put the library. Look, right. You had to put the library. So can I control your mouse?
yeah.
Yeah. The reason is because you right. Okay. I will put. Yeah. Actually, you use the Mac, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry. So can you move? Okay. So I Windows and Mac. Can I select? Look. Can you put this one, the GPA function in front of the programs? Select the function, right? GPA.
What?
Okay. You put look GPA calculation and all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines in front of the students. Okay, because typically I would say they just copy and cut it, right? And yeah, copy and then put in front of the students. Okay, I will as I mentioned, I will define the function before, right before you write the program. Okay, very good. Okay, now it's almost, but again, look, the program, the arrows tell you is you cannot find the function mutate. The reason is because you did not put the library, right? Okay, I'll show you here. You should type in. Okay, I don't know why I cannot type in here. So can I type in library and let me show you my screen.
Okay.
You forgot to no. You could okay, you put there. Yeah. You could type in there, no problem. At the beginning, it should be also okay. Let me
Well, I'll stop screen sharing.
you start screen.
Okay.
So Sarah, right? Look, can you see my screen? You forgot this one. You forgot this one. Okay. Right? You need to call. You need to call the library, right, to get the function mutate. Otherwise, you cannot find it, right? Okay. Can you try?
Let me try.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It works.
It works, right? You see the extent. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Again, I think maybe you still a little bit jet lag, right? Okay. let's move on. Okay. Any other issue? No. Okay. Good. Now, after that, very good, Laya. Congratulations, Laya. We move on. Now, I also want to show you. Remember, right? A range. So in R, we had a sorting function. Okay, this is sorting function. Okay, so we just look. We want to sort the students. Okay, so this is the data file, right? This is the data file. And then look, this you have to tell R which, right, variable for sorting. Okay, for sorting. So this means what? In this case, we use physics. Okay, so in this case, we're gonna rank the student, right, on based on, so based on the physics score. Okay, understand? So that's why we put physics here. Okay, and you could change to math, you could change to chemistry later. Okay, we could play this around later. Okay, right? And then when you solve the program and you want to tell whether you want to in decreasing order or in increasing order, right? So this means true means what? In the decreasing order. Okay, understand? So what we're going to do is we're going to rank the students based on the physics scores and in a decreasing order. Understand? Okay. And now let's type the program together. Okay. Again, I use equal sign now from now on, right? I just want to make it simple for you. So students, solve 1. So we missed the first time to solve the data, and in the next time, we're gonna solve the student based on the GPA. Okay, arrange. Okay, arrange, and then student. Right, again, you put extended, right? Because we're gonna focus on. Right, I'm gonna use the GPA later, so I use the student extended. Okay, and then I put physics. Right, physics is the name of the column, right? Okay, look here, physics here, right? So this is the name of that column, right? So we're gonna solve the student based on the physics score, right? And then again, we are decreasing of physics x and decreasing by equal. You should put t is the same as true. Okay. Good. And after you solve it, and then you want to show the result. Look, right? Just see solve 1. Okay. Now I think we're done the program. Let me Control L, right? Clear the command window, and then I just select these 2 lines, and then put run. Okay. Right. Look here. Right. So we solved the student based on the physics, right? Amanda, Jessica, and Julie, and also Emily. All of them get 90. So they top 1, right? And then 86 and 85 and so on, right? And Tom is the lowest one based on the physics, right? Okay. Understand? Anyone had issue in the program? Okay. So if you don't have issue, and I would say, can you rank the student based on the math score? Can you change program? Just rank the student based on the math score. Just tell me which one is the top one, okay? Based on math score. Actually, you can see here, right? Julie and Emily should be the top one, right? Do you get the Julie and Emily as top one?
Julie and Joey, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Should be, yeah. Should be. I look at the chemistry. Math. You're right. Yeah. Thanks, Catherine. So it should be Julie. Yeah. And then Joey. Good. Right. So you can see it's very powerful, right? You could change, for example, chemistry, right? Okay. Good. And now your job, as I mentioned, right? Your job is to calculate the GPA and then rank the student based on GPA. Understand? Okay. Right. So therefore, I could skip all of this. Okay. So this one, actually, I mentioned this one before to you, right? Now I want to show you. Look, how to calculate GPA. Okay, so look. So we have 10 students, right? Okay, so we have 10 students here. And then we also had a function to calculate GPA, right? So do you want to calculate, do you want to type the score for each student at one time and do that by hand? No, right? For example, so at Villanova, we have about 7,000 students, right? You can't do that by hand, right, to calculate GPA, right? So therefore, I would like to show you again my I think also this is very important for you and when you do a project, like if you want to handle, for example, different age group, or for example, right? So we use for loop, for, okay. And another one very similar with this while loop again, but again they're very similar. So I just teach you how to use for loop, okay? If people ask about why, and then you say, hey, we could use the for to do the same thing, okay? Now let me show you for loop. Okay, so we had a looping variable. Okay, for example, typically we use I means the, for example, in this case, I is the index of student, right? I equal to 1 means the first student, I equal to 2 is the second student, and so on. Okay, and then in, so typically we put it in here. Okay, right? This is the format of R. Okay, if you don't like it, I'm sorry, right? So I is the variable you want to change in, and then you put a range of the variable, for example, 1 to 10. So this is the range, right? Because we have 10 students, the first student and the last student, right? So I in 1 and to 10, understand? Right? So this, all right, and then look again, we also have a curly parenthesis here, and then this is the what? This is the repeating operation for each I. Okay, so in this case, we want to calculate the GPA for each student, right? Understand? Okay, so therefore, maybe you could don't look at the note, right? Can you make your own program? Can you write, for example, try what you're gonna have for the inspection here? So firstly, again, I don't just want to teach you, and then I do want to challenge you a little bit, like let you think about how to solve problem by yourself, right? Okay. So firstly, how are you gonna record GPA? Anyone can tell me? We record GPA. We extend the table, right? So how can we record GPA? We generate a new column, remember? Right? Right? So we're gonna record GPA in the last column. Okay? Understand? The last column. Right? Understand? Okay. Now let me show you. Here. Okay. So this is how to calculate the GPA, right? Look, for I, right, in 1, anyone know what this means? The dimension. Anyone can guess?
It's how many rows the
Very good.
graph has.
Very good. Thanks, Kevin. Like, actually, I remember. Let me just. I think I showed you before, right? Let's just type it in here, because we want to know, right? The dim student, right? Look. Let me click command window, Control L. right? You just look, read it. So we're gonna have two values, right? The first value, right, is the number of rows, right? The second value is the number of columns, right? Okay, so therefore now the number of rows is the number of students, right? The number of rows, the number of students. Okay, so look, if you put 1 here, and then means this is the number of rows, right? Okay, we had 10 students, remember? Understand? Okay, so that's why we use here, right? Okay, this means, let me write down here, this means the number of rows in this case, as in this case the student, right? The number of rows and in the data, right? Because we want to calculate the GPA for each student. Understand? Okay, and then look here, as I mentioned, look, anyone can tell me what this means? The right hand side. I is what? I means the I student, right? I means the I student, right? And A means what? Anyone tell me what's A mean here?
The 8th column.
Very good, thanks. Like him. It's the 8th column. The 8th column is for what? Look, right? The first, second, third, 4, 6, 5, 6, 7, and 8, right? So the 8th column is what? It's for GPA. Understand? So that's why we put A. Understand? Okay. Okay. Understand? So this we could go. So that's why you put the A here. So this I write down here. A means the 8th column. Okay. Right. And then after that we use the GPA function, right? So this GPA calculation. And then this input. Right? Input. Okay, so actually remember we changed the GPA function, right? Anyone know what this means? This is the eyes low, right? It's the eyes low, right? Understand? The eyes student. But is that right? The eyes low. Look here, the eyes low. For example, they want the first row, right? The first student. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, right? To calculate GPA, we need what? We only need three scores, right? Understand? The 3 scores is what? Is this the 5th column, right? The 6th column and the 7th column. Right? Understand? Okay. So therefore, anyone can tell me how can we change the program here? So we're going to change this one to, we don't use all the columns, right? We change this one to what? So we could change this one to the 5th to the 7th column, okay? Because this is for math, right? Physics, and then chemistry. Okay, so this is the only thing you need to change, okay? Because we changed the function, right? The GPA calculation function, right? Okay. All right. So after that, and then you could see the extended table, okay? Right. So how about this? Let's type in the program, and then after that, if you have question, I can answer you, right? How about that? Okay. So now, let me just type in the program. Okay. So typically, I would say when you write a program, you just put, for example, a notation, right? Again, the sharp means notation. So I could calculate calculate GPA for each student. Right? Okay, so I'm gonna put 4, right? Write parentheses and then have curly parentheses, right? So again, when you write program, I would say write the framework first, okay? Not in a rush, write the framework first. I in 1 to the team students, okay? And then the first dimension, right? Okay. And then we calculate students extended again. It's the I student, so the I low, and then the A column is GPA equal to GPA calculation, right? A student extended again, the I student again is the 5th and the 7th column, right? Because there these 3 columns, right, for math, physics, chemistry, right? And then it's done. And then after that, you show the data again. Okay. Right. Okay, let me just run the program. Control L, right? Hopefully I got a result, and then after that I answer your question. Okay. So this is the right. So this is the table you're gonna get, right? Okay, similar. Okay. Anyone have issue to calculate GPA? No issue? Yeah, again, if you issue again, we had 6 students here. All right, yeah, and sometimes I cannot see you if you raise your hand. All right, you might just use the action, no, right? That's that raise your hand, or you might just unmute yourself and then tell me, right? Yeah, we had issue, right? You have question, okay? So no question. Okay, good. So we're in so maybe how about this? Let's calculate. Okay, so after we calculate the GPA, and then so after this, and we play Blade. Okay, let me just finish this one. Right. So after we calculate GPA, now we rank the student again, but at this time we rank the student based on what? GPA. Okay, understand? So we have sort 2. Okay, right? Remember we have sort 1. Sort 1 is based on the physics. Right now we change to the GPA. So now let's write the program, put it in, and then we have 5-minute break. Okay. So now let's just write student. I'll put sort 2 equal arrange. Okay. Student extended, right? GPA again decreasing. Again, you put space. Okay. Okay. Doesn't matter, to be honest. The space sometimes it may look a little bit better. So decreasing equal to 2 is t, and after that you want to show the data again, right? Okay, right. Now let's just run the program. Okay, and then this is what I have. Hopefully you get similar result, right? So the high score actually is Julie. Okay, Julie, and the GPA is 93.8. Okay, get similar result. Okay, so if you get a result right now, 7:40, right? So we come back at 7:45. Okay, take a break, 5-minute break. Again, if you have question or you have issue, let me know. I would like to help you. Okay, during break. Good. Okay, 5-minute break. Let's go. No, keep walking. Hey guys, I'm back. Great, right? Hope you have enjoyed the short break, right? Okay. So Sarah and Ricky, you're here, right?
Yes.
Ricky,
Yeah, I'm here.
great. Yeah, just want to. I don't want to leave any of you. Okay, now. So we are done with the GPA and right calculation. Right? Okay, I think you could use this program to analyze any GPA, right, and find the top student, right? Okay, now the next job to do is what? The next job to do is to find the right down here. Your job to do is to find the student with a GPA higher than 85 and then save those students in an Excel file. Understand? Right? Again, so when I do a project, you could use similar program. Okay. So anyone know the logic operation if else? Anyone know that before? Okay, very good. So Jason, you know that, and Catherine, you knock your head. So more when you also right. Okay, great. If you don't know, it's fine. You know. Now let's just tell, right? We call logic operation. The difference between logic operation with the numerical operation is logic operation. Logic operation only have the output or the result of logic operation. You only have two values. Only have two values. Either true and right and means equal to 1, or you false. Okay, equal to 0. Okay, so is look, one thing be very careful is look, if we have put two equal signs together, so this is a logic operation. Okay, it's not the same as 1 equal. It's not as the same as 1 equal, right? 1 equal sign means the equal. Okay, right? So look here. So 1 equal to 2, is this right or not? Right, and then I tell you the result to be false. Okay, let me just check this for you. Maybe we could use the command window to play around with the logic operation. How about that? Okay, we just type it in the command window, right? We don't save it in the document. So I use Control L to clean out the command window, right? So look, if we type in 1 equal to 2, so what happened? If you type 1 equal to 2, look, it's arrow. Okay, all right, because this is not a logic operation. Okay, however, if you type 1 equal to 2, it's false. Okay, understand? This is not right. So you can see the logic operation is more about the relationship. All right. Okay, so and 1 equal to 1, Control L, right? 1 equal to 1, and this is true. The relationship is right, understand? Okay. Okay. So this is equal and not equal. We just pretty simple, right? Not equal. Okay. You could use this and then less than, and then greater than, less than or equal, or greater than or equal, right? Okay, so this is more about relationship operator. Okay, right down here. So these are relationship operator. Okay, now I want to show you. Look, I want to show you, right? And so all of this, right? All of this is single relation, right? So we just put two things together, 1 equal to 2, or 1, right? One thing equal, or one thing is low, larger, or one thing is less than, right? So it's single relationship. Okay. So however, if we have multiple relationship, okay, multiple relationship or multiple relations or conditions, right? And then in this case, we had to use, right, logic operators. Okay, you have and we have O, right, and then we have right, not okay, logic not, okay, it's not E, just flip, okay. For example, if it's 1, you get 0. If 0, you get 1. Okay, as the major operator is this two. Okay, so let me just show you. Okay, and what ends mean? So multiple condition. For example, we have condition 1. Right, and then you have condition 2 and condition 2. How about that? Right. So, right, this means what? So if we, for example, we want to find yeah. So for example, right, we want to find, in this case, look, right, we want to find the student have 2 conditions. Okay, first condition is the student, for example, has to have a math score higher than maybe 90. Okay, and then the second condition is the student also has a math, the physics score higher than 90. Right, so let me write down here. So can look. So condition 1 is the score, the math score higher or equal to 90. Then the second is the physics higher or equal to 90. Right? Okay, so we have 2 conditions. And means what? Means both conditions have to be true. Okay, we had to meet both conditions. So for example, if the condition 1 is met, right, equal to 1, and then the condition 2, for example, the student is equal to is false. Okay, so if the student has a high math score higher than 90, condition 1 is met, equal to 1, and then condition 2, actually the physics score is not higher than 90, so condition 2 is 0, means it's false, right? And then we put them together to what? Equal to false. Understand? Okay, means this student does not meet both conditions, so this student is not the one we like to find. Understand? Okay, so look, I write down here, to get a true value from n, okay, all conditions. Sometimes you have more than 2 conditions. Okay, so all conditions have to be true. Okay, understand? Right, this is the key point. Right, so for n, to get a true value, and then all conditions have to be true. Right, does this make sense? Right, it makes sense, right? Okay, because you have to find students have to meet like condition 1 and condition 2, right? Okay, now let's talk about O. O is different. Okay, O means that means only when one condition works and still okay. Okay, now let me write down here. So condition 1, O is just like a straight line here. O condition 2. Right, again, right, for example, math, right, just use the same like blue color. So the math score higher equal to 90, then fixed score higher or in O, physics higher than or equal to 90, right? Okay, so this means what? So for example, if one student look, right, if one student get, right, the math score equal to, right, it's higher than 90. Okay, but however, the physics is not higher than 90. Can we still select this student? Yes, right? Yes, because O, right? Either the math higher than 90 or the physics here higher than 90, right? O means only one condition is met. Understand? Okay, so this means what? Equal to 1. So we can still select this student. Understand? Okay, so this O. O actually is it's not as strong as M, right? M means 2 conditions had to be met, right? Okay, so let me write down here, right? To get a false value, and all condition, right, have to be false for all. Okay, understand? So again, if we have one condition is met, and then we still get passed, okay, for all. Okay, if we want to fail, right, have all the condition, right, okay, so you have, if you want to fail the all, you have to fail all the conditions. Understand? Okay, right, again, this is just some basic introduction. Okay, it's some logic operation. Now in this example, I want to show you, look here. In this example, I want to show you, look, if, right, I will use if and else. Okay, and then we have logic operation here. This logic operation. Okay, right, now let me show you. So typically for the logic operation, we use if and else. All right, so if means what? If means this condition. So this means if the condition is met, it's true, right? It's met, and then this the operation. Okay, so this action we call action 1. Okay, we're going to take this action. However, if the condition is false, the condition is not met, right? Else means the condition is not met. Okay, and then we're going to have action 2. Okay, understand? So we use if and else, right? So be very careful. So for if, right, we have to put everything here, all the action in this curly process, right? For else, we also have all the right, action in the curly process. Okay, understand? Okay, so now the job here, again, right, so how about this? Actually, this, anyone know what this mean? Maybe I could ask you to check the program, right? So so this part here, anyone know what this part mean? Useful? This code around a circle. This used for what? This used for plot, right? The plot the scores, right? Okay. So this actually used, right? This, look here, 1 to 4, right? 5 to 8. 5 to 8 is what? 5 to 8 is math, right? 5. The 5th column is math. The 6th column is physics, and then the 7th column is chemistry, and then the last column is GPA, right? So this means what? We're gonna plot the math, physics, chemistry, and GPA, right, for each student. Okay, and for each student. So I equal 1, remember? I equal 1. Remember, right? We want to keep all the students together, right? Understand? We want to plot all the data. We're going to plot the score for all the students, right? Okay. For the first student, we typically use what? We use plot, right? And else for all other students, and then we use the lines, right? Remember? So we add one curve at one time, right? Okay. So how about this? Let's just working on this first, and then after that I will explain what else we're gonna do, right? Okay. Right. Let's just plot the data first. Okay. So actually, I just want to give you some training on how to plot data, right? So for I, again, I just put the curly braces here, right? Okay. I in 1 to dim. Again, you could just use students. Okay. Again, if you want student extended 2 is fine. 32 is, it doesn't matter, right? Because the number of students is the same, right? So I am 1 to the dimension of the students, right? Okay. And now again, I will say at the beginning, I want to plot the scores of an GPA, right? Yeah, for students. Okay. And then the second step is going to find students with GPA higher or equal to 85. Okay. Okay. Now let's just do the first thing. Okay, do the first things first, right? Now I just want to show you how to use the if else, right? If, okay, if the condition, right? Again, in this case, look, in this case, because we only have one, look, in this case, we only have one command, right? One command for each one. Okay, so I don't need to put the curly braces here, okay? Again, if you want to put the curly braces here, it's fine, okay? But you don't have to, because we only have one, right? We only have one lines, okay? Again, if we want to put the curly braces here, it's fine. But you don't have to, because you only have one, we only have one line, right? One command, okay? So if I equal to 1, again, you have to put 2 equal signs together, right? For the logic operation, okay? If this is first student, okay? And then we use plot, okay? Right? And else we use the lines, right? Understand? Okay. Now for plot here, again, this 4 items, so 1 to 4, and then you're gonna have students, right? Sort 2, right? And then you're gonna have I5 to 8, right? Okay. The 5th to the 8th columns, okay. And then again, type equal to both, because I want to show the marker and also the line, and color. Okay, so be very tricky, right? We want to change the color over, right, over the eye, okay? Understand? So therefore we want to define, look here. So therefore we need to define the color, okay? Because the color change for different students, right? So we use the color light color eye, right, for each student, okay? So therefore we have to define the light first here. So light color here, right? So so we're gonna input 10 colors here, okay? So therefore I put light color, right, equal to C. Again, you have to just type in the color, right? So 10 colors, okay? Blue, orange, just type the name of color, and then here red, okay, black, all right, and yellow, and then we have pink, and then we have green. Okay, now we have 7 colors, right? 7, we have 3 more to go. Then I put cyan, and then have put red. Okay, red 2. Okay, that one red had different darkness. Okay, red 2, and then we have blue 2. How about that? Okay, okay. So this is the color. So therefore, now the color is changed with line color I, right? Okay. So this means, right? This means, right? The color, right? For the I student, okay? So we change the color based on I, the student index, right? Okay. And after that, and right, I hope still remember, right? LDE, LWD means what? Anyone still remember? Means what?
Line width.
Very good. Say thank you, right? Just as line width, right? And then line LTY, line type equal 1 means solid line, right? Okay. Okay, I just ignore the space, just right, say space. Okay. And then again, I put the main title, right? As student, right? Score, student score, right? Again, and then S label equal to items, maybe you could, right? Because we have right courses or GPA, right? Okay. And then Y label is score. Right, again, as a lim is we have right, the range of X change to 1 to 4, and then Y lim, right, is the score change from 0 to 100, right? Okay, so this again this is for first lines, right? The first student. So for the other students, right? And then you can just use the lines here, okay? And this is very similar, so we can copy here. We copy all of this, right, for other students, okay? So copy this one here for all other students, okay? Understand? Right? So let me zoom in and then you can see it. Right? Okay. So look, you have to define the light colors, right, for different students. So we have 10 students, we have 10 colors. Right? And after that, if first student I equal 1, and then you use prop. And for all other students, you use lines, right? And then you could look here, right? You can prop the score, right, with the GPA, right? And then the color, be very careful, change for I. Okay, understand? Okay, I could run this one for you to see what can we get. All right, so you should get a similar profile like this, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Math, physics, right? Chemistry, and then GPA, right? Okay.
For me, it keeps saying error in dim parentheses students. It says object students not found.
Yeah, students, right? So can you run all the program? I think you already had students, right? I'll let you share screen. So can you share screen? See, Ricky,
It says it's disabled right now.
okay, I see your course. Now you can share screen. Okay, yeah. Okay, can you go up? Can you go up? I want to see. Students. Okay, you yeah, I think you could run the program because look here, right? So on the right hand side, look, environment, you don't see the students, right? You don't see the students here. Can I run the program, the whole program? Because the students not in the program. No, select, yeah, and run. So you do have students here, right? Can you go to the plug? You don't see the plug? Can I use the mouse?
Can I what?
Can I use your mouse to control your program?
Oh yeah, sure. How do I do that?
I think there's a
Remote control. Okay, yeah.
yeah,
okay,
remote
sweet.
control and the mouse. Okay. Let's see what do we have, right? Yes, you had the program here. Okay. So guys, if you are done, right, you could look at the program. How about that? If you look at the program to see, so you have now, look, you have a student, okay? I think you just need to run this program. You could read the program, right, and then tell me what the program used for, right? Okay, I think you have issue here. So this is not column, this is comma, right? Okay. So this is one and one. Oh, sorry.
Wait, how did you fix the students not found issue?
Yeah, I think you just rerun the program.
Oh, just
Because-
rerun it?
Yeah, rerun the program, and because you there's something wrong here. Okay, because look, because you don't see the students at the beginning, right? When you show me your program, okay, you don't see the student here. Now you see here, right? Okay, so you rerun the program, and then the students already here, right? Okay, and then here, look. So Ricky, this is a column, it's a comma, it's not a column, okay? Because you have
Yeah, I
two
just
values. Okay?
mistyped that.
Yeah, okay. Now let's run this for you. Hopefully it works. Now it works, all right? Okay, good. So can I stop sharing? And then I just click and okay, great. Any others have issue to get the profile? No issue. Catherine, you have issue? Yeah, I actually unmute yourself. Sometimes I can't hear you, right? I cannot see you because it has student. Can you share your screen and then see what's going on? So again, if we are done, right? If we are done, can you read the program and let me know, right? Can you share with the team, right? What the program used for, right? Okay. Can you use your command? Use the mouse. Okay, I think you missed some parentheses. Okay. Okay, I think you just moved. Can you use the mouse? I think you just add one more curly parenthesis. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, you missed the parenthesis for the 4. Okay, at the end, go get another one. Like, go get another. I think it should be the right curly parenthesis. Can you use the mouse? Okay, good. Look here, right? Unexpected, or you just missed the parenthesis. Okay, the curly parenthesis. Okay, let me just type this for you. Okay, I think you just missed one. Okay, so you can see here, this one's paired with this one. This one paired with this one, right? Okay, so this is done. And then I think this one, I think you still have issue here. What's going on? Okay, expect the look, right? So Catherine, look, you can put your mouse here. You can see the notation, right? Expect comma after inspection. I think you forgot the comma here. Okay, understand? You have to separate the the right type and the main use comma, right? Okay, and then look here. So unexpected token scores. Okay, so this should be, you forgot the equal sign. Understand? Understand? Okay. Right. Now let me run the program for you. So again, you can read the arrow, right? The arrow show you the detail. Okay. Now it works, right? Okay. Can I stop sharing and then I can move on? Okay. So again, don't feel panic. Like if you have arrow, right? You read the arrow and read, yeah, the notation. Okay, anyone else had issue or we're done?
I'm also getting a bunch of errors.
Okay, go. Okay, let you as co-host. Yeah, just be very careful, right, for the parentheses. Right? Okay, the parentheses sometimes you just miss one or another. Okay. Again, if we are done, right, I would like you to take a look. Let me see, right. So Jason, can you just wait? I just let the team, right. So if we are done, can you help me to read what this mean, right? What these programs mean? What this section? Okay, can you read it and tell me what? Well, can you calculate? Can you help me to calculate what's the k value? Okay, understand? At the beginning, k equals equal to 1. Okay, at the beginning equal to 1. Okay, and then you also the number above 85 and number below 85, right? Okay, good. Okay, now let me stop sharing, right? And Jason, you could share your screen.
Okay.
Okay, see classes. Okay. Okay, let me. Can you use your mouse? I think there's an option. Use remote control and then the mouse.
Okay.
Great. Let me just move this around. I want to see the whole program. Okay. So look here. Unexpected in. Okay. Unexpected comma. Right. So you had a look. You could read the right statement here. So there's unexpected comma here. Okay. Let me check what is the unexpected comma. Yeah, let me just a bit too long. Let me just put this here. Let's see. I just put this here. Okay, it's easy to see, right? Okay, let me see. Unexpected comma. Let me check the parentheses for you. I think parentheses this one is right. This is right, and then this one is right. Okay. Let me see. Comma.
Wait, there's I think there's extra parenthesis in front of the student score title.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is some Okay, that's long. That's why. Okay. Let's see. Now it works right. You can. I think you can run the program. Let me see. I'll run it for you. It just. I think just that plans cause the trouble. Right. Yeah, you got it. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Can I stop sharing?
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. It's just very minor mistake. Okay. Again, I just be very careful when you. I think the most challenging for you guys to run the program is it's the parentheses. Okay. That's why when you write parentheses, you write it in pair, right? Okay. Good. Okay. Anyone can share what do you have, right? As I say, when you are waiting, right? Can you help me to check what this pink color block commands used for? Anyone want to try? Too challenging. Okay, now let's just work together. Right, okay. So look, so I will set the student above 85, the GPA above 85 equals 0, by this initial value, and then below the number again at the beginning. I will say I will set the initial value of 0, right? So the number of students with GPA above 85 is 0. Also, we had 0 students with a GPA below 85 at the beginning. Okay, and K. So again, we use the K here because we want to look here. Right. This is very important. Look here. We want to use the K equal to 1 means the first student the first student with GPA higher or equal to 85. Okay, understand? Right. The reason we use k equal to 1 because look, remember we had to initiate. This is the initiate. So this is. So this right on here. So this means what? So we initiate the table, the new table, the new table to record students with GPA higher or equal to 85, right? Okay, so therefore, again, this is R, okay? R is right. We had to initiate the table first, so that's why if k equal to 1, right, for the first student with GPA higher than 85, and then we set the table equal to that student, okay? Right? Look here. So look, right? If the student, again, we focus on the A columns, right? The A columns is GPA. Okay. So if the students, I means the I student, right? I means the I student. Okay. So if the I student, the A column is the GPA. So if the I student's GPA is higher or equal than 85, and then we're going to up, look, we're going to add the number by 1. Okay. Understand? So this way we could recall this, we can recall the number of students with the GPA higher or equal to 85. Understand? Right? So if it's higher than 85, so we add the number by 1, right? And then we keep doing that until we check all the students, right? Understand? Okay. Okay. So if the first student, right? Anyone still know? Anyone still remember what this means? The I column, comma, and then this means what? Means the I row, right? Understand? The I row means look here in the table here. The I row, right? The 7 rows for small is here. Understand? So it means we recall all the information of student. Understand? Understand? Okay. So this means recall all information for the I student, right? Again, we only record student with student with GPA higher than 85, right? Same because we use if, right? If, okay. Else means what? Else means the GPA lower than 85. L means GPA lower than 85. So therefore, we don't need to do anything. We don't record the student's information, right? Understand? Right? Okay. So therefore, look again. Be very careful. So for the first student, after we record the data, and then we update the K to the second, right? To the second student. This means we want to, right? Means we're gonna move to the next student with GPA higher or equal to 85, right? Understand? So after we record the first student, and we're gonna move to the next student, right? Understand? Okay. So that's why look here. That's why for the next student, look. Again, we're gonna record the data, right? Okay. So if it's not the first student, it is, for example, this is right, right, okay, understand? So else means, oh, actually no, else this, okay, I'm sorry, this is else, okay, this is else for GPA lower than 85, okay, and this is else means what? This else means, and this else means K larger than 1, and then not the first student. Not the first student with the GPA higher than 85, okay? Right? Look, if K equal 1 means it's the first student with GPA higher than 85. So we're gonna do all these things, right? This thing, right? Okay. If the student is not the first student higher than with the GPA higher than 85, and then else we're gonna do all these things. Understand? Okay. All right. This is if else. Okay. This for the K, right? Understand? Again, so if it's not the first student, we just put the K here, right? For example, now K equals second student, right? And we record data. Again, after that, we're gonna move to the next student, right? Okay. Understand? This is we're gonna move to another student. Okay, K plus 1, and so on. Understand? So we keep increasing the index of the student, and at the same time we keep recording the data, right? Any question on this? I know this is challenging, okay? Because we have if else, and then we have 2 if else, okay? Right? Understand? So again, so if the first if else is for GPA, right? So if else means GPA less than 85, and then we add the number of students below 85 by 1. Understand? Okay. So again, the first if else for GPA, the second if else is for K is the first student or with GPA higher than 85 or not, right? So after that, you show the number of students below and above 85, and then this is the right. This is the table, right? Recording top students, right? Top students means GPA higher or equal to 85, right? Okay. Okay, good. I think this is the most challenging example you're gonna see, right, in this area, in R, in this training, okay, right? This a little bit complicated about logic, okay, good. So how about this? Let's type in the program, right? And then if you catch any issue, let me know. How about that? Okay, now let's type in the program. Okay, let me just move the R here. Done. Put this up. So therefore, I will add here. Right, it doesn't matter where you add, right? Okay, I add number, right, above 85 equals 0. Number below 85 equal to 0, right? Okay. Then I put K equal to 1 here, right? And then now I could look, I'm gonna put here, right? This one is done, right? To plot the profile is done. So I could skip, and then I could find student with GPA higher than 85. So this, right? Again, be very careful. Look how I'm writing the program, right? If parentheses, right? And then curly parentheses, okay? Right? And else. So this is for the GPA, right? Okay. This is for the GPA, if else, right? Okay, so I'm going to work on the GPA first, okay? So if the student sub 2, right? Again, the I student 8, the A columns, right? It means the GPA higher or equal than 85. Okay, so you're gonna update the number above 85 by 1. Okay, so you add the value by 1, right? Else means what? Else means, right? Else here means you're the number below 85. You update the number by 1. Okay, that's it, right? This is for the GPA, right? Okay. So again, be very careful for plans. Okay. So if the score is higher than 85, and then now let's move on. Right. We're gonna record the record the data, right? So if K, right? Again, I put the parentheses first. Curly parentheses, okay? If, and then else, and then curly parentheses, okay? Understand? But this way you don't forget the curly parentheses, right? If K equal to 1, means the first student with GPA higher than 85, and then I will generate a stop, right? A student top, right? Equal student, right? Sub 2, the I column, row, right? Okay, and then again, be very careful. You have to update the K value by 1. Okay, so else again, else you're gonna use student, right? Top, okay, and then now you have the K, right? The K, look, K means the K low, right? Okay, and equal to the student sub to the I low, right? Because the I student, okay, understand? And then after that, you can upgrade K equal to K plus 1, right? So that's it. Okay, let me zoom this in. Okay, you can see my screen hopefully, right? Let me just show you the whole one. Okay. And then, oh, sorry, I deleted color pass. Okay. And then after that, I want to show, first of all, the number above 85. Okay. The number below 85. Right. And then I also can show you, right, the student top table. Okay. For this one. Look, this is what I have. Okay. So I can collect command window. And then I just run this one. Hopefully it works. All right. Okay. I just run it. Okay. So this this score. We have 4 students with GPA higher than 85. And then right. So we have 4 students with GPA higher than 85 and 6 students below 85. Okay. Yeah, again, I think this is the most challenging, right, program, right, in this chapter, right, for the. So we had a for loop. We also had logic operation. Okay. Right. The reason I asked you to do this because you could use this as a template in the future if you need to write the for loop and the logic operation together. Right. Okay. So if you have issue, you could unmute yourself and let me know. Or right, again, I may not see you if you raise your hand. Okay. If you need more time, just do it. So if we are done, you can look at the next 2 lines here, right, and how we're going to save the data into Excel file, right? Save data into CSV. Okay. Anyone have issue or anyone, are you done? If you're done, maybe you can raise your hand. Okay. So we have 3 of you. Great job. So Marwan, you also raise your hand, right? Okay. So Ricky, are you done? Are you still working?
No, I'm done. I didn't have any issues.
Okay, great, because I cannot see you. So Catherine, how about you? You're done, right?
Wait, but I have an issue. It says,
Okay, yes. Let me, can you share your screen?
yeah.
No problem. Again, if you are done, you can look at the notes, right? Student tops. Okay, I think maybe just typo.
Yeah. Students top, and then students.
Arrow students top, not fun. Okay, I think okay, I know now. Because the number above 0, 85 is 0. You don't have student. Above 85 equals 0, right? Let me go. Can you go up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you use your mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe you just forgot to
Oh, top students.
can you, I cannot move your screen, I don't know why.
So right, students.
No, you don't need to do that because you already defined. Can you just can you use your mouse?
Yeah. I gave you.
Yeah, but I can't control your screen, I don't know why. Let me see. Can you? Okay, now I think I control, right? Can you? I want to see this. I want to see what's this. I don't know why I can't. Let me see what's this. Okay. I think maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you got all 0. You cannot run. You cannot calculate GPA. Yes. Okay.
Oh wait. Give me a second. Sorry. I think I just forgot a.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you did get it, but the last one you only, I think you forgot to update k equal to k plus 1.
Oh.
Here. K equal k plus 1. Okay. Right.
Okay.
Can you run again?
Yeah.
I think you should have 4. Yeah, good. You got now. Okay, great. Good. Yeah, just the typo about the sub tool, right? Okay, good. Okay, guys, great job, right? So we can move on. Okay, so in the future, right? If you don't want to run a program, let me share my screen first. So in the future, if you don't want to run a program, right? What can you do? So you save your data in the Excel file. Understand? Okay. So therefore, again, right? This is the student top, right? So you want to save the top student in a file, top students top CSV, and then this is the student, right? And with this, right? Rank by the GPA, right? So we could also save the data into the sorted student CSV, right? You just use the right top table as the command. Okay, understand? So let's just finish it, and yeah, and then maybe we have a small exercise for you to do, and hopefully you could get done today. If not, maybe you could spend some time after class. Okay, now let me just show you. Okay, now let me just up a little bit. Okay, sorry. student top. Okay, so now let me just, all right, write table and student top. Okay, and then the Excel file is top student .csv. Okay, then similarly you could write table student started to, right, because I already ran the student based on the GPA, right? So you can sort student .csv. Okay, good. Right, look, so before I show you the result, before I run the program, I want to show you, look here. You don't see any file here, right? You don't see top student CSV. You don't see sorted student CSV, right? You don't see it here, right? You don't, right? Okay, so now let's run it. After we run it, and then you should see it. Okay, look here, top student CSV, sorted student CSV, right? Okay, if you want to see it, you can view, right? View, click, and view the file. Look here, right? This top student is right? Okay, so if you want to see the sorted student again, left click and then see view the file. Look here, right? Beautiful. Okay, understand? Anyone had issue to get to record the data in Excel?
Wait, how do you read the file?
You could just click the left, right? Just left click and then you could see view file.
Oh, so you have to, oh, okay.
Can I check? Click view, okay.
Okay.
Good, get it? Great. Any other question? No question? Okay, great. So congratulations. So we're done with the basic training of R, right? And then all right, the algebra and for loop and then logic operation, right? So therefore, I would like you to do a little bit challenging, to be honest, like example, maybe exercise. Okay, just want to make sure that you master the skills. Again, this is not a test, okay? But I would like you to do that by yourself, right? And more independent, okay? Again, if you need my help, I'll tell you, right? Hopefully you could get done today. If not, maybe you could spend some time after the class, right? Okay. So the idea here is, look, the idea here is we want to expand this one. We want to expand this one by adding one more column. Okay. Very similar what we did, right? Remember, we add one more column for the GPA, right? So now we want to add one column. We call GPA underscore BMI. Okay. Anyone know what BMI means? Body mass index. Okay. So right, I want to show you how to calculate. Right, how to calculate my BMI. So BMI equal to, right, the weight, right, divided by the square of the height. Okay, right, and then, right, the GPA BMI equal to GPA, right, divided by BMI, right? Understand? Okay. So therefore, look, it's very similar to what we did for the GPA, right? Right. So can you add one more column to the table, right, for the GPA BMI? And then what else we need to do? Right, remember, to calculate GPA, we create what? We create a function to calculate GPA, right? So can you create a function for calculate GPA BMI? So for example, right, I write down here, you will define a function to calculate GPA, BMI. So for example, you will calculate GPA underscore BMI, right? And equal to the function, right? And then you could put the student here, the student information, right? Okay. Right, and then you could define how to calculate BMI here. You also can define how to calculate GPA here, and then you could define the new GPA, right, equal to the GPA modified by BMI, right? Okay, and what else I missed for the function? Anyone can remind me what else I missed for the to define a function? To define a function, we had to have what? We had to have the input, right? We also had to have what? The output, right? Okay. So therefore, you have to return new GPA. Understand? So this is how you. It's very similar for the GPA, right? You just need to define a function for GPA, BMI, right? Understand? So after that, what should we do? Anyone can tell me what can we do after we define the function for GPA, BMI? Next step is what? You can add one column, right? One column into, for example, you had the student shop 2, right? The last matrix, okay? Right. Anyone still remember what function we used to add one more column into the table?
Mutate.
Very good. Thanks. Right, Jason. So mutate. Yes. Use the mutate function. Actually, you could use the program for the GPA, right? Okay. And then after that, you're gonna calculate GPA, BMI using the for loop, right? Remember, we use the for loop to calculate the GPA. Now you just use the for loop to calculate the GPA, BMI, right? Okay, good. And after that, what should we do? Do you still remember what function we used to sort the student, to rank the student? You could use arrange, right? Okay, use arrange to sort the student, right, based on GPA, BMI. And the last step, you can write the table, right? Use the write table, right, to record the new sorted file table, right? Understand? Okay. Good. Any question on this? Again, because this is the first exercise, right? Kind of a challenging exercise, so I show you the general procedure. But again, in the future, right? What I want to say, what I want to demonstrate is I give you an example, and then you try to understand the general procedure I show you in the example, and then you use the same approach, the same, right, and steps to solve the new problem. Understand? Okay. Okay, if you don't have questions, I think you could work on the right, you could work on your program now. Again, I think the best way for you to make program is use the program we developed to calculate
and then to solve the student, the calculate GPA, and then solve student right, with the GPA, right? Okay. Use that program as template to build this new program. Okay, good. Any question? So if we don't have question now, let's just working on this exercise, right? I think we have 9 minutes. I think maybe we can finish it. I don't. Maybe some of you can finish it, right? Okay, but if you can't finish it, you could do that, right? After class, and so at the beginning of next lecture, I could help you if you have question. How about that? Okay, good. Okay, now let's start. Okay, start start the program. Okay. Right, for example, hey, I create the function right here. I create the function here. Okay, use the template, right? You build your own program. Okay.
Could you go back to the notes?
Okay, you want to get a note? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Again, use the template, right? The program we have for GPA to write your own program. Okay. And after you write the GPA BMI, please check your program. Okay. Understand? So in this case, right, the input is the student. Okay, it's not a score, it's the students. Okay, because you need to use the height, the width, right? Okay, you use the height. This equal to the weight divided by the square of the height, right? Okay, the square here. Okay. So any questions so far? So maybe I could show you this one, right? So we could put GPA, right? BMI. Then instead now use the instead of score, use the students, right? Right? Okay. And then you calculate BMI. So BMI equal to what? I think it should be students. Anyone still remember the first column or second column? Let me see. Should be the way should be the 1, 2, 3, 4 is the fourth column, right? Divided by students, right? Okay. And the height, second column, right? And then this square. Okay. Right. So this BMI. And then this GPA, this should be equal to what? This should be 5, right? Okay, this be 6, and this be 7, right? So this is math, and then physics and chemistry, right? And then GPA new equal to GPA divided by BMI, and then this be GPA new, right? Okay, and then I could calculate, I could check my program. GPA BMI. I just checked, right? I'm using my first student, right? I could check. Again, I will check the program after here. Okay, because I had to use the data, right? I check the program. GPA BMI student 1. How about that? Okay. Student 1. Okay. So let me run the program. So I run my GPA BMI. I run this one, right? So I now have a function. And then I run, right? I run the GPA BMI here. Miss correct command. Okay. So you can run it, right? And then you see the result. So this is the result. Oh, arrow. Sorry. Students no file. Okay, this typo. Okay. Let's see what's my student. Okay, we do have student. Let me see. Okay. The first student. Okay, this typo. Okay.
Is there supposed to be 2 parentheses at the end of the defining the GPA, like GPA equals?
2 parentheses is here.
Oh, it's just right there. That's the end of it.
Yeah, this is fine. I
Okay.
think I just the typo here. Students. Let me see. Students here. Oh, here. Okay, I forgot. This is typo. Student. Okay, I'm sorry. Student. Right. Okay. Sorry, run it. It's work. Okay. And then I try this again. Oh, what's going on?
Did you want us to give a separate column for BMI and then another one for GPA BMI, or sorry, the GPA divided by BMI?
Yeah,
did
this
you-
is be fine.
So you don't want a column for just the BMI, right?
Yeah, you can have a column. We add a column, right? But now I just want to show you how to calculate the GPA BMI, right? You can add one column in the table. I had not go there yet.
Oh.
Right. I just so okay. Let me see what's going on. Check this one. Okay. Yes, we are. The students, let me check. Okay, guy, maybe you could just generate maybe you could generate a function for BMI. I don't know what happened, but maybe you could generate a function for BMI, right? Okay, right, and then you generate a function for GP, and yeah, you just generate a function for BMI, right? Okay, then return BMI, right? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let me see. Maybe I put. Right, you student. It works before. I don't know why. Okay, student. Okay. I now I just put 1 to represent 1 represent the high at the weight, and then the second represent the high. How about that? Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think I typo. Let me see. Go back. Yeah, I think I typo here. Okay, guys, I figure out student. This should be 3. Okay, not 2. Okay, 2 is the gender, right? Okay, right. That's why there's the arrow. Okay, now let's run it. It should be 3. So it is should work. Okay. Let me clear command window. Yeah, this should be student. Okay, sorry. This should be student. Okay. A little bit, my brain a little bit slow. Sorry. This should be student. Right, because the input is student now. Okay. Right. Now let's just rerun it. Okay, now it should work. Right. Okay, it's 18.0. Right. Okay, good. I think I made mistake because I used 2. It should be 3. Okay, I used 2 because it's female and male. So this is not a numerical value. So that's the arrow, right? Okay. Understand? So I could have you by now again. So I think the assignment for you, maybe you could do that after this class and finish this assignment. And if you have question, I could help you tomorrow. Tomorrow I could come here to come to the class about maybe 10 minutes early. If you have question, you come 10 minutes early. Right? Okay, good.
I have the same exact thing, but I don't get a value out of it. I run the code.
Do you see arrow?
Where's there?
Do you see any arrow? Any arrow comments? Okay, can I share the screen?
Okay.
My wife need me to take care of the baby, but I could spend 1 or 2 minutes with you. Right, Ricky, can you share the screen? Yeah, you don't have it because you have to put the input, right? Can I look? Let me share my screen. Can you stop sharing the screen? Look, you had to put here. Look, Ricky, you had to check your function. You have to put the input, right? This input.
Okay.
So I just calculate the GPA BI for the first student. Understand? Okay. Good. Right? Any other question? Again,
I have it says error in data frames, something undefined columns selected.
yeah, make it, can I share a screen? I'm sorry, this is the last question I could answer. Okay. Almost done. Can you share a screen? And then I could,
Okay.
maybe I could help you.
So like it
Let
says,
me do the student,
oh, wait, where did it go? It says this.
student, function 4, 6. Yeah, that's right. Here. Sorry. The square should be out of the 3, you know, is student parentheses 3 and then square.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, you do it to see. No, you have to select all the program. Select the GPA BMI. Yes, they do it. Okay.
Dr. Huang,
Uh,
is it all right if I leave? I
yeah, you leave
finished
now.
your
Yeah, you
assignment.
could leave.
All right.
If you're done, you could leave.
Yeah,
You don't have to
alright.
stay here.
Thank you. Bye.
So you could do it after online. Yeah. If you have a question, you come here early tomorrow, 10 minutes. Okay. Let me see.
Oh wait, can I leave too? Wait,
Let me see.
it's running fine with me.
Huh?
Can I leave too? It's running.
Yeah, you can leave. Yeah. Hello. Okay.
you.
Only
Bye.
5 for. Okay, no problem. So yeah, I don't see the arrow. Okay. So Sarah, can I use your mouse?
yeah.
I want to see what this. Can you select student? I can't use it. I can't select anything. I don't know why. Yeah.
Select which.
Okay. I want to see what student 1 here. Can I select this part here?
Didn't want this part.
No, just select students. Yes, I want to see what was there. Okay. This is right. PNI student 4, student 3 square. Since the program is right, I don't know why. Okay, so this one here. BMI is student, it's not students, okay? It's student. Students, delete it, all right? Because your input is student, okay? Rerun it, yes. Okay, done. Okay,
Oh,
I need to go, guys. Right, if you have a question, you could come here tomorrow a little bit early, right? Okay. Okay, good. Bye.
Okay, thank you.